This is a series about me experiencing Xbox exclusive games for the first time as an ex-Sony pony. So if you think there's an Xbox exclusive game out there that would have made a PlayStation fan like me jealous back in the console war days, leave a comment below. And if you want to know what I've already played, check out my channel. This time around, I'm diving further into the Gears of War series with the second game. Did your Xbox owning friends hit you over the head with the Xbox games are better fish throughout high school? Have they tried to shame you from owning anything other than an Xbox 360, like me who owned the PS3 instead? Well, welcome to the club. Because since the beginning of time, Xbox 360 fans used to say that Gears of War 2 was the greatest thing since hamburgers and Justin Timberlake, or something homosexual like that. So after years of these fallacies wobbling around in my memories, I have decided to try the game for myself. And well, all I have to say is, meh. The game is meh, like a solid 7.8 out of 10. Now I know what you want to say, but the multiplayer. Well, over here in the crap-hole third world country that I'm from, we didn't have internet good enough for online play as middle class citizens back in the 2000s. And at the moment, well, I don't have friends anymore. They're all married. So take everything I'm about to say as a critique about the single player experience. If there's one thing that can influence opinion and judgment of something like a game, it's friends and having fun. That's why some people still play Fortnite or buy Call of Duty. FOMO and peer pressure. If I played this game back in 2009 while everyone was screaming their pants about it, I would have told my friends that they were gay and retarded. Why? Because a little game called Uncharted 2 existed in a cupboard underneath my mom's doilies back in 2009. Cover shooter? Check. Manly struggles and relationships? Check. Fighting monster things? Check. Good story? Check. Good graphics for its time? Check. Buildings exploding? Check. No chainsaw gun? Who cares? In Uncharted 2 you can do this. Besides, the cutscenes in Gears 2 suck. The animation is weird. Gears 2 is a larger but emptier, unchallenging and unoriginal, almost DLC add-on feeling version of Gears of War 1. Same guns, same story, same game loop, with just a couple of new mechanics thrown around like cutting through wood or some membrane thing or that stupid worm thing that runs after fruit. And every damn battle scene has those stupid flying spiders that chase you around which you kill by shooting them in the knees. And something that they didn't fix between the first and second game are the NPC teammates that are still useless and dumb. And it has a ton of sections that are on the rails like this game was supposed to come out in arcades. They also took out the berserker sections. I like those. The game is fine, but not enough to change my mind about owning a PS3 back in the day. Maybe in the future I might find an Xbox game that converts me fully, but this isn't it by a long mile. And the selection of GOAT games I heard about on Xbox but haven't played yet are getting thin real quick. I know that after this I have to play Gears of War 3 and I'm not feeling the urge to do so. There's nothing actually I want to find out or do again in this series. I'm bored of the story already. There's no payoffs, just another on the rails boss battle, not even one as good as in the first Gears. Gears of War 3. After playing Gears 3, I kind of felt that I had little to say about it, even though I really like it. So I decided to combine scripts for this video in an attempt to at least get a video long enough for some YouTube algorithm brownie points. I have to say, after not enjoying Gears 2 very much, Gears 3 almost felt refreshing. They added a bunch of new enemy types, some new guns and vehicles and mech suits and a bunch of women. Gears 3 feels like a true sequel to the first Gears in terms of evolving the gameplay between games, whereas Gears 2 felt more like DLC, or simply the part 2 of the story of the first game. But the game has these silly little sections where you have to climb through a fence or cut through something which made me giggle, because it's stupid doing it more than once, and these days we don't get a lot of those climbing through a wall because the next level has to load thing. With the current culture wars going on about male-focused hobbies being taken over by women, it's funny seeing it in a game that came out in 2011. Now of course, the way they did it back then isn't as egregious like they would do it today. Half of the cast are women, but they don't preach or get in the way or make the male characters look weak, so it's fine. But I think it was a sign of things coming in the gaming industry after. And what's funny is the women basically disappear halfway into the game. I still don't care much about the Gears of War story that unfolds over these 3 games. There's not a lot of story payoffs in these games or mysteries that I wanted to see solved, and the ending of this game was cringe except the closure we get with Marcus and his father, which is okay, I guess. And compared to stuff that came out on PS3 in 2011, this game series still has some crappy voice acting and cutscenes. Gears 3 feels great to play. It looks great for its time, especially with the unlock frame rate on Series X, but the game still has the same game loop of run here, kill stuff, run here, kill stuff. get on a vehicle and do some on-the-rail shooting. But it did change a lot more things between 2 and 3 than it did between 1 and 2. They sort of brought back Berserkers, which was missing in the second game, and there's even an underwater section which I wasn't expecting in a Gears of War game. But there's still some fighting sections that really just feels like they put those there to fill the playtime. I guess I'll play Gears of War 4 and 5 in the future, but from what I've seen of Gears 5, I'm not in a hurry. What I do want to play is Rise, Son of Rome.